Welcome in, guys. I'm Noah Castor. To my right, we have Brandon Hudson, and across the table, we have my man Darren Kinslow, and we are the BenchWarmers. All right, we're going to hop right into it with the Cardinals Offseason Report. Now, we're going to be breaking down what we think the Cardinals are going to do in the draft, what they should do in the offseason, basically what they're going to do to make their team better and, where they're standing right now, and basically maybe throw out a little predictions of what they're going to do next season. So they have the first overall pick. And I have my thoughts. I think they should trade down. I know Darren has his thoughts if you want to elaborate on what you think.
I just think they should stick and just pick the best player in the draft, which is Nick Bosa. Him and Chandler Jones beside each other.
Yeah.
That'd be really nice for them. I do think that they really need a lot of improvement on the offensive side of the ball as well. Their offensive line they were the worst offensive line this last year. And I think that led to Josh Rosen not playing as well. I think he'll play better underneath a better offensive line. I think they need a right tackle and a guard. I also think they need another weapon. Who is his name? I already forgot.
Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk, yeah. He's played well, and obviously they're losing Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
So if Rosen can get a better offensive line, another receiver. And obviously David Johnson, we all know how well he plays. So I think that's their best way to improve this season.
Yeah.
But I think as far as the division goes, that's going to be their biggest concern because you got Seattle, L.A., and then San Francisco, who's also on the rise. So I think that's the toughest thing for them next season.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be tough improving in that division because all those teams are really good. So yeah, definitely. I think they have their three core in Rosen, David Johnson, and then their new receiver Christian Kirk. We all know Fitzgerald's retiring after this next season. So I mean, I think they do need another weapon. I think Christian Kirk has the ability to be their number one receiver, but I think the main focus needs to be that offensive line because you need to take pressure off of a young quarterback in Josh Rosen and let David Johnson get back to what David Johnson was, which is the best running back in the league back when he had a good offensive line. So I think that's the main goal. Brandon, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I've got something to I agree with Darren. I think they should go with Nick Bosa. I mean, with him being one of the best ones up in the draft.
Definitely.
And being able to get him early, too. But, they've had talks of going for Kyler Murray now that he's weighed in at 207, 5'10". But still, I think you should stick with Josh Rosen, see what he can do. I mean, he didn't really have an offensive line, like you guys were saying. So, it's kind of hard for him to do something when you don't have an offensive line. So maybe try to buff up the offensive line. And like you said, go back with David Johnson, get him back in the move. Yep. Maybe pick up another wide receiver, too, later on in the draft. Yep. And have Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, even if he's only here for a year, get this new guy a year of what Larry Fitzgerald had. I mean, definitely. And you could definitely coach him up and make him maybe a next possible Larry Fitzgerald for their team.
Definitely. I think in the second round they need to pick up a wide receiver.
Yep.
This is a very wide receiver heavy class, and I think they can get a really productive one in the second round.
Yeah, they need some work in the secondary too. Definitely. Another corner alongside Peterson. That would help a lot. But
yeah, if they do what you said and get Nick Bosa, I think that really helps the secondary a lot. Really takes pressure off of them. Yep. So yeah, definitely. The Cardinals have a lot of holes, and it's
and in the division that they're in too, it's going to be really tough.
It's going to be interesting to see what this new offensive coordinator can do because he's still new too. I mean, he just came back he came in the middle of the offensive
head coach, from Texas. Yeah,
I don't know how well he
wasn't great in college.
No,
so. You pick a head coach that didn't win in college and literally got fired from the college he graduated from.
Yeah, that's tough.
I just don't know. And he's talking about loving Kyler Murray. When he was at Texas, he'd say he would take Kyler Murray with the first overall pick, and guess what? He has the first overall pick.
So. I think it would be really silly to do that. The only way they do it is if maybe they draft him and then trade him to another team for something else.
Maybe.
That's the only thing I could see happening. I think it'd be dumb.
Even then,
to
you
draft
still lose out on Nick Bosa. So now you can't even trade for someone like him.
I just don't know. You didn't really get to see what you had in Josh Rosen because of how horrible that offensive line was. I mean, you saw what Jared Goff was able to do once they revamped that offense. He became a really good quarterback. So we'll see if the head coach can really help him out, but I just don't know what he's going to do. Honestly, he's a loose cannon. So
yeah,
Cardinals need a lot of work. Offensive line help, secondary help. Probably going to pick Nick Bosa. He's definitely the best player in this draft, so that would really help alongside Chandler Jones. So, any really predictions for next season? I mean,
I think they may be ahead of the 49ers.
Maybe.
But I think they're going to go last in the division. They may improve, but I don't know.
Yeah, with Jimmy Garoppolo being back, maybe at 100%.
Yep.
If he's not back at 100%, maybe the Cardinals surprise us and get third in that division.
I see him tanking this year and going for another first round, maybe next year. Honestly, I mean, truly.
Honestly, it'd be smart.
They'd be smart to do it 2 years in a row, grab 2 players, 2 stars out of the college level, and see if they can do something with them.
And it sucks because how many free agents are you going to get to go to Arizona? Like, it's just it's not going to happen. So they're going to have to build through the draft, get a lot of picks. They're going to have to be smart in the draft, and I just don't know that organization, the history that they've had. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And plus, the teams in that division are young. Like, Russell Wilson's still young. Jared Goff is young, and Jimmy Garoppolo young. So I don't know. They got to get something going.
Yep.
Well, and they signed Charles Clay, too, the
They
tight
did,
end.
yep.
So that might help out a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Their tight end situation was bad with Ricky Seals-Jones. He didn't really improve, so we'll see what the Cardinals are able to do. I think that's all we have on the Cardinals.
That's all we got. We got you put together a hype video, so we'll
put that out right after this. Yep, and then the next team we're going to do, 49ers, same division, so that'll be good to do.
Yep.
All right, I think that's it for us.
Does it?
Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. It's been the BenchWarmers, guys.
Deuces.